editing Abby here with the shittiest quality you've ever seen. I forgot to film an intro when I did this. Just know I'm doing small repaints on my G7 LPS to fit them to my liking. The rest of this is going to be a voiceover. I hope you enjoy and this inspires you to fix your LPS. Okay, voiceover me here. First thing we did was crack open the tub. So I got this black cat with some missing paint, our questionable looking orange short hair, this bland Siamese short hair, a zebra, this little rhino with a lightning bolt pattern on the forehead, this blind box rhino with the weird little drip pattern on the forehead, this little German Shepherd dog. The final pet was this little husky with a mislined fur print. Now that we have all the victims, we can start the customizing. Going in with my acetone, I'm just going to start removing different little patterns and spots I don't like off of the certain pets. This is the easiest type of custom. It is literally just removing something you don't like and then you have your own unique pet. For each of these makeovers, I did it before and after. The rhino is the only one that I forgot to film before, so my bad. Moving on is this little German Shepherd. I didn't like the lightning around his eye, so I decided to remove that. Because it is around his eye, this can be a little more difficult. As you can see, I was trying to be really careful with this. I still ended up accidentally removing some of the white eye paint, which I went in and touched up. You might see that between the dark blue and the eyelash on the left eye, there's a little chunk of white. I decided to leave that because that came with the pet and I like that. I don't know, it's just like a unique little factory mishap, so I didn't want to mess with it too much. My main focus was getting that lightning bolt off. If that bugs you, I'm so sorry. Here's the before and after for the German Shepherd. I honestly love the more natural patterns so much more. Now we have our drippy rhino. I don't know why I thought that was necessary. Moving on, we have our Q-tip, and I'm just doing, again, a simple removal. I just circle my Q-tip around the paint so it collects, and once the Q-tip is fully covered in that color, you have to switch to the fresh side or a new Q-tip so it's not just smearing around the paint. And then again, a little before and after shot. I actually like it a lot more. The little squirt added character, but it just felt awkward to me. The huskies, I amped up in speed a lot. It was just kind of boring. It was mainly smoothing out that jagged bridge on the muzzle area, but I do think it made a difference when you look at the before and after. Here I'm fixing up my Wave 4 Sweet and Stylish black cat. I like to call this the little Maneki Neko mold or the Lucky Paw Up cat. It's so cute. For some reason, a third of the white paint on mine's neck was super see-through and you could see the black underneath, so I just took some white paint and made it opaque again. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm finally getting to this short hair. I'm honestly not a big fan of this pet. I feel like the big pink circle around her little mouth looks like an infected disease. I feel like the pet she's inspired from is so iconic, and the fact that this was her upbringing is just, it's sad. It's not nice. Especially when you look at her card, it is pretty much the same as the G2 pet. It has a white muzzle and white paws, so I figured I'd bring that vision to life because if they won't, I will. I just went right in for it. I didn't remove any paint, as you can see. I wanted the little layout anyways. I liked the size of the little pink mark around her mouth. I just didn't like the pink. While the mouth area was drying, I would go put a white coat on the paws, and then while the paws were drying, I would go back in and put another coat around the mouth. It got a little chunky at some point. I tried to water it down, but luckily you can't really tell unless you're looking at it really closely. I wasn't going for perfect, I just wanted it to be better than what it started as. Even though I matched a custom color that matched the ears, I ended up just taking a pin to scratch the paint off of her nose so it would be the exact same color. And of course we have our before and after. Wow, this was definitely the most dramatic change I made in this video, but I think it looks so much better than before. Our final partial custom is just adding some black hooves to this guy because his design looked really nice, but the hooves were missing, and I feel like he looks so much better with those painted on. I didn't show it on the other pets I painted on, but I did go over everything with watered down matte Mod Podge. This is just to seal the paint in and make sure it's not going anywhere or chipping, because that is just heartbreaking, all of your hard work going down the drain. For our final before and after, we have this little stud. I feel like adding the black made it so much more dramatic. You can see I forgot to clean up some black paint at the front, but we're not going to talk about it. But that is all for our partial customs. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a bit of inspo, and I will see you in the next one. As always, stay peachy.